Hey guys, GreatDolphin16 and welcome to another video. So, I said this in my last video, I was like, you know what, I'm going to predict all of the all the match days for the Premier League. So we're just going to do match day 1 this episode. Then next weekend, maybe next Friday, we'll do the next one, which will be match day 2. But we're only going to focus on match day 1. And I decided to do this because why not? But let's go ahead and get started. So, opening day, we have Liverpool and Norwich. That's the first game of the season. I'm not sure why they chose this one, but whatever. We'll take that as the first game of the season. So, Liverpool, I don't think are going to have Sadio Mane. I'm not sure, though. I think Mo Salah and Bobby Firmino might be playing. I'm not sure. But, just to be safe, we're just going to go with 2-0 in favor of Liverpool over Norwich. Norwich are in the relegation zone in my prediction video, while Liverpool are the champions. And I think even without their main men up front, I think they could still win 2-0. And they're going to have their insanely good defense as well playing with Alisson, who was a great last season as well. Pretty much saved them against Barcelona. But anyway, that's not important. So I'm going to give it Liverpool 2-0. So now, over to the next game, which would be West Ham and Man City. I think we're going to see Man City win. I'm going to go with a 2-1 victory away from home against West Ham. I think West Ham are going to definitely be able to put up a good bit of goals next year. Well, this season. Yeah, I guess we could say this season. It's pretty much already started. So yeah, I think West Ham are going to put up a goal against City, but I don't think it's going to be enough to win. So we're just going to go 2-1 in favor of Manchester City. Then over to Crystal Palace and Everton. I'm going to give Everton a 1-0 victory away from home. I don't know. I don't really have a reason behind it. And then Burnley and Southampton. This one's actually kind of fun. I think we might see a 0-0 draw, honestly. Che Adams might step up, but Burnley are very, very good at Turf Moor, usually. Defensively, at least. So it could be a draw. It could be 0-0 draw, but it's either going to be 1-0 Southampton or 0-0, I think. I'm going to go 0-0, just to be safe. Then Watford to Brighton. Well, Brighton to Watford. I got to give it to Watford. I'm going to go 1-0 in favor of Watford. It could be 2-0 as well, or it could even be like 5-0, honestly. It's Brighton, so what do you expect? But I'm just going to go with 1-0, just because it's opening day. Not everybody's going to be fully fit. People are still going to have to figure out managers' tactics and stuff, so nobody can predict tactics going into this first game of the season, because so many managers got changed and everything. So we're just going to go with a 1-0 victory. Then Bournemouth and Sheffield United. Now, I think this game could be the highest scoring game. I'm going to go... I want to say 4-0 Bournemouth. But I feel like that might be a little too over the top. I'm going to go 3-1 Bournemouth. Then Tottenham and Aston Villa. I'm going to go 3-0 Tottenham. Then Leicester and Wolves. This one's interesting because I like both teams. I want them both to do well. So it's kind of hard for me to say something in this first pick here. Well, it's hard for me to pick between which one. I think I'm going to go with... I'm going to go 1-0 Wolves. I'm just going to go with that because Leicester City don't have Harry Maguire anymore, which was by far the thing that held that defense together, and I don't think they're going to be able to put up those defensive numbers again like they did last year because they didn't replace Maguire. At least I didn't see that they replaced Maguire with anybody. So I think they're going to be in for a tough defensive season. Maguire was so important. So I'm just going to go with 1-0 Wolves. Then Newcastle and Arsenal. I don't think Newcastle are going to be putting up a great defense this season. I think Newcastle are going to be mainly just trying to get out of the relegation battle. And Arsenal could be actually pushing on Spurs to potentially get third place in the league, especially with some of their defensive signings. This was a great window for Arsenal, I believe. So I'm going to go Arsenal 2-0 against Newcastle. And then, finally, for United versus Chelsea at Old Trafford, I'm going to go 2-0 United. That's a tough one to pick because we haven't got to see these teams in action against, like, kind of equal teams. I think Manchester United and Chelsea are kind of equal a little bit, but I'm going to go and give United a 2-0 victory. They're both going to be very experimental this season with a lot of changes compared to last year, especially Chelsea, because they're going to have to figure out something in that offense. And then Manchester United got the new defense and stuff. So yeah, it's just going to be an experimental season for those two teams. But I think that's how week 1 is going to go. So I guess that's what we're going to go with. In my next video, I might be doing the La Liga predictions or something like that. I'll have to see which league starts up next. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Take care, peace out, and bye-bye.